Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds can stack back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand firm. Sat and watch from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games to play, make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude, knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less, cause how we handle those like an S on our chest. Super proud of how we held it down on the way up. Can't wait for our day to ball, this is a layup. Nobody ever said this would be easy, but trust when I say that you got it. I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead. Follow me, won't be misled. Just look up, don't hang your head, and we'll get to the promised land. Somebody loves you, please don't forget such. Take your time, no need to feel rushed. We gon' shine somehow.
All right, man, welcome to the Man Barbershop. This is the Man Show that encourages all men, no matter what race you are, man. No matter race you are, we are here to encourage you and encourage each other, man. Each other. Everything, first of all, before the show starts, man, everything that is said on this show, we must do as well. We must do as well. Me and the dog here, we're not better than nobody. So everything that's said, everything that's said on the show that we say, we must do as well. So there's nobody better than nobody on the show. I'm here to learn from the dog, and the dog is here to learn from from everything as well, man. We're here to learn from each other. So I'm gonna get that out of the way, man. Again, thank you guys for watching. Coming in the barbershop, man. We're gonna get just start off gate, man. We're not gonna be for you long here, but I'll start off. There's something on my mind as far as men is why it's kind of go back to if you guys watch the Real to Sports talk show. We was talking about the players like the Denver Nuggets and how soft they are. And part of the men these days, man, is I think they need to heal from their past. It's a lot of healing. I know me personally, I got a lot of trauma and stuff that I have to heal from. Been through a lot of stuff that I need to heal from in order to go forward. And a lot of stuff that I needed to heal from to be a better man as well. And to give you in depth on what I'm talking about is my attitude. I had a bad attitude. And but I know now that I got older, I can't do things with a fighting fist all the time. Some things can be handled by just the TLC, the tender love and care, being understandable person, and I had to heal from that because I had a hard time, and even to this day, 2025, I got a hard time forgiving. I really do. I have a hard time forgiving, and it's something that I need to get over that. I've been screwed by so many people, even on this show. I just got to be real. Even on the podcast, I've been screwed by so many people and done wrong with, and it's just like it just takes a toll on you. But I know I have to get over that in order to be a better man for myself. Things I had to get over with to be a better husband. Things I had to get over with to be a better father. Things I had to get over with to be a better friend. And I had to heal from that. And I really did. And I had to take some evaluation and really sit down and because an old man say, you got to heal and you got to be better. You know why? Because it's a sad thing when you die and nobody has nothing good to say at your funeral. It's bad. It's bad. I say it again. It is bad if you don't change and heal your past and you don't change your ways and grow up. I'm putting grow up in there too. When you die, because we all gotta die. When you die, nobody has nothing good to say. That's bad. That's terrible. So we got to heal. We got to heal. I'm gonna read this. Healing from the past involves acknowledging emotions, seeking support, practicing self care, and engaging in activities that bring joy, while also learning to set boundaries and forgive yourself and others. Something I need to do. I need to do. I got a hard time. Acknowledge the processing emotions, talking about it, connecting with others, getting support groups, therapy, all that good stuff. You know, just just different things like that, man, to get better in life, man. So you got to grow up because some men today, Q, and you could probably relate to this. You know where I'm coming from. You know, some of these young cats, man. I mean, young cats and old cats, man. They can't go forward in life without healing, man. They something has happened to them in their past where they gotta be a liar, a big liar in the future. Something has happened to them in the past to where they just can't grow up and be a man in the future. Part of it, oh boy, here we go. Part of it is women. Part of it is women because they've been hurt by men. So now they get these sons. And now they can't go forward in their life and get a real man because they're still hanging on to the son. I lost my husband. I lost my baby daddy, but I ain't gonna lose my son. I'm gonna hang on to him. So it's like that. But to get on men, y'all got. I mean, us men, hosts got a problem too. I got to let go of some things in order to get forward. That's just what it is. I got to be a better friend to my friends because I got to let some stuff go in order to get forward. So I'm gonna let the legendary Q-Dogg himself. Y'all know who he is. He's the living legend. We're gonna see what he got to say on this particular subject.
Uh, I mean, yeah, you hit it strong on all points. Uh, yeah, it's impossible. You know, everybody go through something. Everybody go through letdowns in lives, and everybody get knocked down. There's not a person. I don't care who it is, no matter what their title is, from president to doctor to lawyer to just an average worker or any kind of man that hasn't been knocked down or been let down before.
Yeah.
Uh, it's just not this old saying. It's not how many times you get knocked down; it's how many times you get up.
Yes, sir.
And so the thing about it is that it starts out like Big and Small say. It starts out as a dream.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it starts out. Thank God for dreams, because if we
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a dream, we wouldn't have nothing to look forward to. You have to
Mm-hmm.
dream first, become the person that you are. No matter you want to be, a podcast administrator, truck driver, scientist, uh, a businessman. It starts with a dream first.
Yes, sir.
And it just conjures up as a dream, and you imagine yourself being this person. And say when it starts as a dream, now it starts the process getting to meet that dream, getting to meet that person that you thought about. Now you have to go out there and meet them.
Mm-hmm.
So now to meet them, you're going to go through things, go through the process. Everything is a process. I don't care what it is. There's no instant gratification out there. They were caught up in the instant gratification world because that's the way people think. But everything is a process, a step process that you go through. A lot of people don't want to accomplish those dreams or want to get to those dreams because they don't want to do the process. They wanted stuff handed to them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that being said, that are you going to be the one that's going? Are you a fighter for what you want?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a fighter? Because you cannot be successful without the fight.
That's right.
And so, uh, if you give up as a young man, I promise you, it's easy to go back to what you used to. It's easy to go back to something else because it's not as hard. But remember this: when you look yourself in the mirror, you will never be able to look yourself in the mirror the same. I promise you that because you have quit on you. Everybody else can quit on you, but you quit on yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
That's something you ever want to do. You don't want to quit on saying. Then you want to be set. You want to be. You want to. You got a son or somebody looks up to you. Let them and you want to set the present tone and let them know that if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I can do it, you can do it. You
Yeah.
know. Uh. So. Uh. These things, like I say, a lot of people they quit before they can get started
Yeah. Yeah. They could. That's true,
because
Q.
they quit before they get started because they know that what they got to go through and the process they got to go through. But I
Mm-hmm.
tell any man, young man, when you sign on to something, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a marriage. I don't care what it is. Whatever you sign on to be a coach or whatever you sign. If you can't do it 200%, don't do it at all.
Don't do it all, bro.
Don't do it at all, man.
That's right.
Don't do
That's
it
right.
at all.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
we attack and we'll grab our success. We grab our success and things that we want. We grab it by the horns.
Mm-hmm.
We don't back up. We don't take steps backwards. No, that's a no.
Mm-hmm.
No. We don't take steps backwards, bro. We grab this stuff by the horns because it's coming at us.
Mm-hmm.
Either they gonna win or we gonna win.
Yeah.
Grab the bull by his horns
Right.
and learn to be patient.
Right.
And the biggest thing, I know a lot of people don't say nothing about it. I know a lot of people don't say nothing about it, but I got to speak it because it comes from the old school, and I wish the new school would have a tinkling of what we had back in the day, but they don't have it like we had it, and it's just so instrumental into whatever you're trying to do in life. You got to understand. You got to understand the power of prayer. When we was coming up, we had praying people that was always around us in the grandma house, the father's house. They was always listening to gospel. Got a picture of Jesus Christ up on the wall. They're all the time prayers. They taught us how to pray when we go to sleep. Say our prayers before we go to sleep and all that. All that stuff don't exist no more. But it was power in that. And I used to wonder as a kid, why are they doing all this praying? Why are they praying so much? What's going on with all this prayer? But I understand now that if you pray and you talk to God, because God is number one of all, and you can't accomplish a goal by yourself. You can't accomplish these things by yourself. All this stuff is hard. It'll put stress, gray hairs, drive you into insanity, depression, and everything because the mentals, your brain is not, it's not geared for all this. It's not geared for all this. But if you lay your problems or lay what you want to do to God and you talk to God, that's half your battle is won. I
Mm-hmm.
promise you that. It's won. No shakes about it. But the problem is that we so caught up in instant gratification, we want it to happen right here, right now. That's not the way God operates. Once you give it to him, you do your part. But you're gonna have to put your time in, young man. You gotta put your time in. But when you get to that other side and when you weather the storm and get safely to the other side, that's victory side.
Mm-hmm.
Because you done been a warrior. You done been battle tested. You have to be battle tested out here. And a lot of you young men out here, no, not me. I don't want to go through all that. Well, you don't want what you want. That's what
Mm-hmm.
you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would I would say to any young man, how bad do you want it? That's
Yeah.
always been my saying. That's been my saying with my children. When they was coming up, anybody can say they want something. Anybody can say it. Even up to a little kid, they can say they want a lollipop. All the way up to adulthood, you can say you want anything. I would like to have that car at the dealership, or I would like to have this. I would like to have that. But everything that you want, there's a process to going through what you got to go through to get what you want. These things that you got to go through, are you willing to go through them? So that's let me know how bad you want it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just telling you, man. We raise our children, man. We want our children to be better than us, but at the same time, we give them the tools and the sword to fight with all the way up to the 18. And then when they walk across that stage, Our job is well done. Our job is well done. It's up to them. It's up to them to take the knowledge and the wisdom they was given, the sword and shield, and get out in this world and find your niche. Find what you need to be founded. Because I and anybody else, your parents or anybody else world, can't do it for you. Can't do it for you. Ain't nothing wrong with failing. At least you're trying.
There you go.
But keep getting up because eventually you're going to get there. You're going to get there. It might take you a different route. You might can't go directly like everybody else. But you'll be there with them before it's all over with. Just learn how to fight and learn how to get up because you're going to get knocked down. And to me, just keep believing, man. Just keep believing it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. And stay focused.
Just keep believing it's going to happen, man. Stay focused. Stay focused. You stay focused on your goal and what you're trying to do. And have a goal. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have a goal, you know what I'm saying? That's a man. A man don't have a goal. You know what I'm saying? A man have a plan. A man don't have a plan. There's a man that plans to fail. Have a plan out here. When we talk to these younger people, you know, not only me and hosts, we talk all year, ask them what their plan is. When they're in high school, ask them what their plan is. I always ask somebody in high school. When they tell me in high school, so what's your plan? I don't want to hear if you're playing football. I want to know what your plan is. You about to enter this real world out here, brother. What is your plan?
Mm-hmm.
This world is not intended for the weak.
Yeah, that sure ain't.
So what is your plan? No, you ain't got a plan. You want to go to college? You're in the military? You gonna work? I mean, what is your plan when you cross that stage? Always ask these young men in high school, what is their plan? I don't care who they is to you, friend, nephew, neighbor, whatever. Ask them what is their plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm telling you, man, we have to work as a village to save these young men. And what we do, you know, when they see us, you know, they know that we're coming with it, so they're gonna bring it to us.
Mm-hmm.
So ask them what their plan is. Their plan could be ready to go out there and kill somebody because they're mad about something. You don't know. So ask them what their plan is. We need to talk more to our youth. You know what I'm saying? But have a plan out here. Have a plan.
Have a plan. And you know, Q just hit on the young man. That is exactly what these young men. This is, oh God, have a plan. That's exactly what these young cats need to have. Now I'm going to hit with the guys that's 30 and 35. Let me tell you something. Again, I said about healing, man. Look, you can't be 35 years old with a woman and kids or kid and still out here partying, still out here drinking, still out here rolling up. Like some things you got to let go, bro, because now you have a woman. Let's say you get married to her. You got a responsibility. You got her to take care of. You got him to take care of. Biblically, it says, when I was a child, I did childish things. Now I'm a man now. You gotta let that stuff go. Yeah, man. I used to get it in the club, man. I used to get all these women, blah, 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 blah. I used to have this one, this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's over with, bro. I do the same thing. I used to like, yeah, bro, I had this. Yeah, I got a wife and kids now. You know what I'm saying? I can't go back to that. I gotta let that go. And again, different traumas and stuff that happened in our past, man. We just gotta let it go. Like I used to get, I don't care. I'm just gonna break the barrier. I used to get ass whoopings. See, back then you used to whoop your ass. Back then, you know, you was kids, they used to whoop your ass. Yeah, you get ass whooping. Yeah, anything, any disrespect, any kind of disrespect, you getting slapped in the mouth, you getting goddamn, you getting ass whooping. That's what it is. But I know nowadays that I have to be more patient because I don't like disrespectful kids. So even when again, I said this time and time again, I'm a coach of basketball, 13, 14 years old. They don't get disrespectful, but they do things that kind of bother me and make me a little bit upset, but I can't lash out at them. I got to have self-control. Even with my son's 6 years old, and he do some things, and I'll be like, oh, boy, back in my day, mama would goddamn backslap my ass. I don't care if shit. I was 2. He slapped. But you know, it got to let go of the past, man. Got. I got a lot of me personally. I got a lot of wounds to get over, and that's why it's good to talk to somebody. Listen, if you don't want to get a therapist, that's okay. You don't want to spend money on a therapist. I understand that. I took therapy before. It's actually pretty good. But if you want to find somebody, man, that you can just talk to, that'll leave your stuff in confidence. Hey, man, I just talk to them. You ain't got to tell them all your business, but hey, you know, you can go to Q and say, hey, Q, man, I'm going through this. I'm going through this, bro. Like, have you ever went through something like this? Or, you know, tell me something, man. Because I'm telling you, you got to let go of the past. Look, check this quote out. You can make the future, but it starts with leaving the past. You gotta let stuff go. You gotta let stuff go. The good man is the man who, no matter how morally unworthy he has been, is moving to become better. Me, that's me. That's talking to me. I gotta be better. I gotta be better. Healing. Sorry about the blurriness. I don't know what's going on with my camera. But healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer control our lives. We gotta grow up, fellas. Men that's 30 or 35. Q just got on the younger man. I'm getting on the older man. Even when you're in your 40s and your 50s, man, some things you gotta stop, bro. You just gotta stop. You gotta stop trying to get out here with these young boys. You gotta stop, man. Put that controller down. Learn something. I'm not totally against the gaming and all that. I'm just saying, don't let it consume your life. Don't let it consume your life, man. Because it can. It consumes your life and your mind. And it consumed the generation. That's why you don't see kids out here playing anymore and playing football out in the street, playing basketball on the court, because games, technology. We gotta let it go. Gotta let some stuff go, man. And you brothers out here, y'all can do it. I encourage you. You can do it, bro. You can do it. True to the game. He said, as a child, I act as a child, but as an adult, you put away childish things. You got to, man. In order to grow. I got a son, man. I got to be a hero too. But I can't be turned up in the club. You know what I'm saying? I can't be having my pants hanging off my ass. I can't be intoxicated all the time. How can I be that and then try to tell him something? It's a lot of cats out there like that, Q. They got that's young and they have kids, and now their kids are coming in the age in the teens, and they trying to tell them about life. But how the hell you gonna tell them about life? How you gonna tell them and you don't even want to go to work? How you gonna tell them and your pants hanging off your ass? I'm getting my son ready for the real world, like you just said, Q. This world is crazy. This world is tough. The real world is tough. I got to get him ready, but in order to get him ready, I got to get ready. I got to get myself together in order to get him. You know what I'm saying? You the OG. You're OG. But you had to get yourself together so you could become an OG. You know what I'm saying? You're a living legend, but you had to go through a lot of shit to be legendary. That's the thing. They call the old because they know the way. In order to get there, you got to change in order to get there. That's what I'm saying. And fellas, I, as host, the old me, I'm talking about me. Boy, it's a lot of stuff I got to change. It's a lot of stuff I got to change because I'm trying to get somewhere. Q just said about the plan. That's my plan, is to be better. Always, until the coffin closes, is me being better. I got to get better. I got to get better. My attitude, I'm telling you, I had a badass attitude. My attitudes came a long way. And I'm a lot more patient than I used to be. Is it 100%? Hell no. My wife get on my nerves. My son get on my nerves. But I don't let them know it. I try at least as possible, try to not let them know it. Because I gotta practice some kind of patience. See, that's one of my biggest downfalls is patience. I ain't got no patience. Mm-mm. I'm ready to go hit you in the mouth. I'm ready to go hit you in the mouth and just keep. We talk about it later, but right now let's fight. But I can't do that. I can't do that now. I'm older. Can't do that now. So we gotta be more diplomatic with things. It gotta be more smarter and strategic. You lose friends that way, and you break a lot of relationships. I can't do that. And I got to be respectful. Q, that's my friend. Y'all, those of y'all don't know behind the scene, that is my friend. But I got to get myself together so I can be a better friend to him. Yeah, it's true. It's real. I got to get myself together so I can be a better friend to him. Yeah, yeah. It's real, man. It's real. And it's all about self-work. Self-work. Boy, it's hard. That shit is hard. It's hard. But in closing, I'm gonna let Q get it. But what I would say before my dad passed away, man, he said, be somebody's friend. That's what he told me. He said, be somebody's friend. And my grandmother, I said on the last show, my grandmother's birthday was yesterday. And it was the worst day of my life. And they was putting my grandma, everybody walked away and they was putting my grandmother in the ground because they closed the casket and the guys was lowering her in the ground. And I told my grandma, I said, Grandma, I'm going to change. Because that's all my grandma wanted me to do. She wanted me to get out of the streets and all that. And I said, Grandma, I'm going to change. I'm going to change, Grandma. And they were lowering her in the ground. And I changed, bro. I changed. Change. I promised my grandma. And it happened. If I didn't, I wouldn't be talking to you guys today. Or I won't be that man right there's friend. Now I take things a lot more serious, man, especially friendship. Oh, boy. I take it serious, man. I take it serious. I got a real short, small circle of friends. And I value those friends. I value them. That's why I try to do exactly what I say I'm going to do. If I tell them something, I want them to be able to trust me to know that I'm going to do it. So I know it got off a little subject a little bit, but that's all, man. Host going through, y'all. Host going through. But I guarantee you I'm going through, but I'm going to get to the other side. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Yeah, I guarantee you that. Brother Q, close it out.
Well, I just, I want to touch on that kind of like, we're talking about, far as just young men and older men together when you're going through something. But, the older men, you have to lead the way for the younger man, younger youth, that's going away. They see you out here acting crazy. What you think they're going to do? They ain't going to have no respect for you, number one. They're not going to believe nothing comes out your mouth. So we got to lead by example. Um, I know it's one thing bad. I've been fighting to some of these Pop Warner football games, man. But I see the young people out there, the men out there acting more crazy than the kids out here, man. This youth football,
Drew
y'all
to the
out there
game.
fighting.
Drew to the game.
Y'all
You know
out there,
about that.
y'all out there fighting, smoking weed, and all this old crazy, man. Man, these are children out here, man. Y'all can't act better accordingly than that. To do that stuff when you go home. That's what we're talking about. Y'all selfish, just even thinking about the kids. How our kids supposed to come up and they see y'all doing all this crazy mess?
Come on now.
Smelling. These kids ain't crazy. They know weed when they smell it.
Yeah.
Man, I just tell you, man, we trying to build something in these youth and y'all acting crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't growed up. Yeah. So, I'm gonna pray for, all men and every man. Like I said, I can do better. And also, hosts can do better. Everybody can do better. Be a better man than you was yesterday when you wake up. Be a better man. Try to find ways to make yourself better and people around you. So we can, and don't give up the fight. Don't worry about getting knocked down. These things happen. You know what I'm saying? Just keep fighting. Fighting, man, because that's what we all about. We've been fighting since day one, since we got here. So no use of us stopping now. We're always gonna be fighters.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So man, I just really feel. I hope y'all get this message. It starts with the older young men out here. You know what I'm saying? Let's set a high hit the bar high for being men,
Yes, sir.
and not to saying that failure comes. Let's not sugarcoat that. We know that it comes, and let that be known. But just persevering.
Yeah.
Practice the 5 P's. You know what I'm saying? Proper
Mm-hmm.
preparation prevent poor performance.
Mm.
Practice that right there. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
that.
And
Say
so,
that 2 times
yeah,
fast.
proper preparation prevent poor performance. That's the four
uh,
P's there, baby. Proper
yeah.
preparation prevent poor performance. Five, I guess I
I'll be,
got.
I'll be,
So
I'll be,
yeah,
I'll be
five
spinning
P's.
all over the place.
You'll get it before you know it, though, host. But
Yeah.
but yeah, so we just got to prepare ourselves to be better men every day, and then the
Yeah.
young men will follow. We
Oh yeah.
lead, we got to become better leaders,
That's
and we
it.
lead, and they will follow. I promise you that. But we got to stop making our men, when ladies, pick it to
Uh-oh.
you, ladies, step out the way
Uh-oh.
when these men are trying to raise these men to be men. It's gonna be things you ain't gonna like. But don't worry about it. You just sit back and let that man raise that man or teach that man, young man, how to be a man.
Yeah.
Because you
He
can't
getting them
do it.
ready. He getting them ready.
Get them ready.
That's all he doing.
Get them ready. Get
Mm-hmm.
them ready.
Get them ready.
Step back. Now, let's take that word weakness out of our blood. We are
Yeah.
not weak
No.
at all.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He getting them
We're a
ready for
strong
that.
unit.
He getting them ready for that boss man. He getting them ready for that bully. He getting them ready for that police officer he going out there counting one day. He getting them ready
There
for it,
you
man.
go. There you
He getting
go.
them ready.
There you go.
There
There
you
you go.
go. Because it's
So
gonna be some assholes out here. There's some assholes out
yes,
here,
sir.
and you got to get them ready for
Yeah.
them. Boy,
Everybody
goddamn.
everybody ain't gonna throw their arm around you like they do in school.
No,
It ain't gonna
no,
happen.
no, sir. No,
No
sir.
sir.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir, man. So, yeah, man, you fellas, this was a quote by Dr. Miles Monroe. He said, "The world is filled with males, but very few men." That says a lot. The world is filled with males, but very few men. Very
That's
few
it.
real men. We got to be real men, man. So if you're watching this show, you're a man, you're born a man. I hope this encourages you. Again, me and Q, everything is said on him, we got to do as well. I got problems, inner problems, and I'm going through, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm no better than nobody. I got my ways, and I'm coming out of my ways, and I want to be a better man. Again, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a friend, I'm the host. Everything that ties around my life, I have to be better on. But it starts right here. It starts with me. So in order to be successful, it starts with yourself. All right. Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Man Barbershop. That is our show for today, man. We thank you for stopping by the Man Barbershop, man. We hope you are encouraged and take heed to the message and start to heal. Heal that past, man. Heal that past. And that inner boy, man. You gotta get it, It's okay to be, everybody got a little kid in them, but you can't let that child, you can't let a 6-year-old child be in a 40-year-old body. It's not gonna work. So let's get started. Let's get started on this, man. Let's get started on the healing process. Let's get started on this together as a brotherhood. And I'm gonna say this quote and I'm gonna end it, man. This is by Dawson Trotman. He said, "The greatest amount of wasted time is the time that is not getting started." The greatest amount of wasted time is the time that you use to not get started. I'm gonna leave
That's
that
it.
be. I'll leave that be.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Yes, sir. The greatest amount of wasted time is the time not that you use to not get started. That
You
is the
right.
most wasted time. That is the most wasted time. The greatest amount of wasted time is the time that you use to not get started. It's time to get started. I've been on it. I've been on it. I've been self-control. All that. So I'm working on it, fellas. We in this thing together. Ain't nobody perfect, man. Find you somebody to talk to. Find you a friend to talk to if you're going through, if you're having a rough day. Find you somebody to talk to, man, that can keep your business between you and them. You don't necessarily have to be a therapist if you don't want to, but find you somebody that you trust that you can talk to, if it's every day or every other day or whatever, man. If you feel, hey, we always here. The dog is always here if you want to talk to him. I'm here, whatever. Send me an email, realsportspodcast@gmail.com. We do what we got to do, man. We'll figure it out together. That's what it's about. That's why I made this show. That's what it's about. But we're going to get out of here on behalf of myself and the living legend himself, man. You guys have a great day. We'll be back Tuesday. WrestleMania and all that good stuff. We'll be back Tuesday. But again, thank you guys for watching. Be encouraged and heal yourself. Until then, man, be safe and stay safe. And that's in order.